Yes, people. So I've haven't posted in a while. Not that any of you buggers give a damn, but where have I left off? So the last video I made was about the bloody Everton game. What a joke that was! Jesus Christ, that was an embarrassment. But that's a while away now. Um, just coming off the back of a win from Wolves. Walk in the park, very easy, expected win. Um, Wolves are terrible, so I suppose there is something to celebrate, but considering where Wolves are, it's not worth a bloody song and a party and a giggle, as they say. I'd say bloody what's it called, mate? Fucking hell, like honestly. Sorry, I'm just thinking about other things. Um, God. Yeah, so basically, Wolves, and we got the win. Bruno came with the clutch, 2 goals, I believe. Mount played amazingly well. I think he got the man of the match, what he deserved to be man of the match. And we're in top six, so that's not too shabby, is it? After 13 games, 14 games, didn't really expect that. If we're honest, if we were to ask ourselves last season, where would we be after 14 games? Sixth place. I feel like people would have hoped for that. So it's kind of different when people are giving Amram a lot of stick, and it's kind of deservedly so because it's a weird one because after 14 games, top six is good, but we've only performed against the big sides and Wolves and the occasional Crystal Palace and that. But we could have been up to top three easily. If we beat Everton, we would have been top three. Okay, which is mad to think. Like all the teams this season haven't been the top teams haven't been at their best. Only Arsenal and City really. So that is the result of that. But if we just beat Everton, we could have beat Forest. We could have beat I forget who else. But we've slipped up where we shouldn't have. But top six, listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. But we need to invest in the window. We need to invest in this window, the January transfer window. And United are coming back with all their usual bollocks, which basically saying we don't want to rush into the bloody January transfer market, which is absolute tosh bollocks. It's the same old rhetoric that we've been hearing for the last few years now. The Glazers just ain't willing to put money up in the January transfer window. And it's messing us up. Like, the excuses can't run. They cannot run. It should be allowed. Shouldn't be allowed. But we will see what happens with January. I'm not holding my breath. Maybe we do go in for someone. I'm hoping we do. But it's not looking likely. But we need some midfielders, man. We need a good midfielder. Someone really like Anderson is everyone's talking about Anderson, but City will probably bloody get him, won't they? I mean, every time these names pop up, it's like United, we're going to get this player, and we've just got the confidence that we're going to Everyone's assuming the arrogance that we're going to get them, and it's set in stone. But then we realise, oh, we're not the United of old anymore. We don't have that pull. Like they'll just happily go to City, even now Arsenal now. And perhaps even Chelsea, definitely Liverpool. So there's a lot of teams ahead of us in terms of pool, and you can't really blame them because the amount of players that come here and their careers just die because the Man United rot seeps into them. The mentality is contagious, and they become shit. So you can't really, can't really blame these players for not wanting to come here. You can only really get the youth and the bloody pensioners these days. But that is the way things are going with United. So We will see. We will see what happens. But, we've got Bournemouth on the Monday. And, mate, they're pretty much a bogey team. But, I mean, all the teams are bogey teams these days, aren't they? I think we've got them a few times recently. So, and I think Bournemouth, I don't think they're as good as last year, but they're still solid. They got Semedo, and he's a baller. So it's going to be a bloody tricky one, boys. I'll tell you that. So we will see on Monday for that one. Who else? What else is there to chat about? I don't know how Mark Goldbridge does it. Just waffles on for fucking 50 minutes every day, 3 times a day, just like going on and on and on and on. I'm hitting 6 minutes and run out of things to say. What else is there to say? Bruno. Listen, we talk about Bruno. To be fair, when I was watching the game yesterday, I didn't get to watch a lot of it because I was meeting a mate and then some girl that I didn't even know. I was sort of, focused on, getting to know her. Because she was a pretty hot Brazilian chick, so, I had to put my effort into that. And, we got somewhere of that. I mean, to be fair, she was only... I'm in Liverpool now, not that any buggers care, but I'm in Liverpool, moved up to Liverpool from London town. And so I'm trying to meet some people. And this Brazilian bird, she was like staying in a hostel. And we ended up going out and going to the bar. And we had a nice little kiss, but she had to go in the morning, so... If I was a bit smoother, who knows, I could have got more lucky than a kiss. But anyway, I fucking digress. Like, honestly, how does Mark do it? I'm talking about what happened last night, already off football. I just want to waffle, to be honest with you. Like, that's why I made this channel. But yeah, it's about United, right? United. Bruno. Listen, he's a fucking hit or miss player, man. He's constantly last year he had a good game from what I saw. But the game before that, I'm trying to think. The game before Wolves, who did we play? He missed. He was just giving the ball away constantly. Like you got to agree with Ricky from United Stand. I do agree with some of the things he says. Definitely about Bruno. He's just like, he'll do something world class 2 times out of 10, but the other 8 times he'll give the ball away. And he's obviously a high-paid player on top of his game for a reason. 2 world-class moments out of 10 is very good on the grand scheme of things. But those times where he just gives the bloody ball away, can he not just have a bit more discipline? Like, he takes chances, but like, you need to study Iniesta. Like, you need to have some intelligence. Like, if you think, I don't know, it's one of those things that he's going to do something amazing. But also, you need to play it safe sometimes, maybe. And that's not the best advice, but it's crazy. It's either like, it's Marmite with him. It's like hot or cold. Like, either you're world class or you kick the ball out of the bloody stadium. But listen, Bruno, he's ours. He's one of our own. We got to love and respect the guy. But we do need some more midfielders, young midfielders. Casemiro, we can't rely on him anymore, even though he's been great this season. And I think Amorim, I think he needs to be backed. And with this new system that we got in place, I think we need to keep on buying players for this new Joe Wilcox system. And if it doesn't work out with Amorim, we get another manager in and he has to work for the new players, because we can't keep doing this. We can't keep getting players in like Ugarte and Xerxes and all these players, and then the next thing you know, the next manager don't rate him. It's like, it's not a good business model, is it? And it's not a good football model. It doesn't make sense. You're pissing money away, and you have to constantly integrate new players into systems, and the flow is messed up. And like with Xerxes, we could have probably won against Everton if Xerxes was, given some game time, but Amram didn't use him at all prior to the Everton game. So he was rusty, but then he scored a goal next game or something. But yeah, we just need to manage the players better, and we need to get players that fit this system. I reckon if Amram gets 1 or 2, maybe 3 more players of his choosing, then we can really start seeing results. Like right now, we don't have the amount of players that is necessary. I feel like Amram only really rates about 6 of the current starting 11, maybe 6, 7. I don't know. We just need a few more players, and then if we're not getting top 4 by then Amram, you gotta go, Sonny Jim. You're a good talker. You got the gift of the gab. I'll give you that. I mean, even the recent press conferences have been a bit iffy. But we got to see results on the pitch. It's all about the pitch, football. It's about kicking the ball back and forth into the goal. But listen, United, we need to clack on base, because it's not fucking good enough, is it? It's not really good enough. We need to get European football, because otherwise we're going to be broke. I mean, what do I care about a billionaire bloody establishment being? They're not going to be broke. Let's be truthful. But they will not all continue, and it'll be harder and harder, and we will become, who knows, Leeds United. God forbid. Anyway, take care.